Hey there, guys. Chet here. In the corporate world, there's a very famous saying that nobody ever got fired for buying Salesforce. It is the gold standard of the industry. It's the giant skyscraper that looms over every other CRM on the market. But if you ask a consultant or an investor what software you should use, they will almost always tell you to get Salesforce. They assume that if it is good enough for Amazon or Google, then it must be good enough for you. They treat it as the serious choice for serious businesses. But I'm going to give you a very honest reality check. For 90% of small and medium businesses, buying Salesforce is a mistake. It's often a massive operational burden that slows down your team. It's incredibly powerful, but it's also incredibly complex. It was built for massive enterprises with thousands of employees and dedicated IT departments. If you're a normal company just trying to sell more products, Salesforce can feel like trying to drive a semi truck to the grocery store. It's too big and it's too heavy and it's too expensive for what you actually need. This comparison is not just about features, it's about a choice between two different ways of working. One path leads to endless customization and expensive consultants. The other path leads to speed and clarity. Pipedrive is the challenger here, right? It is the tool built for teams that want to close deals today, not 6 months from now. I'm going to explain why the smaller tool might actually be the stronger choice for your revenue. By the end of this video, you'll understand the true cost of owning Salesforce versus the efficiency of using Pipedrive. We're going to look at the implementation time and the hidden fees and the daily user experience. I'll show you which platform actually helps your salespeople perform better instead of just adding more data entry to their day. If you're ready to see what a fast CRM looks like, I have a great offer for you. If you use my link in the description, you'll get a full 30-day free trial of Pipedrive with every feature unlocked instead of the usual 14 days. And I'm not done. If you decide to keep using it after the trial, the discount will be applied automatically when you sign up through my link, which means you'll be using the same powerful Pipedrive for less than what others are paying. And by the way, if you want to go a little deeper than what we do here, we have also put together a complete Pipedrive course from A to Z that walks you through everything step by step. It's totally free. It's there if you need it. Now, let's look at this comparison. We're going to kick things off with Pipedrive. The entire philosophy of Pipedrive is based on the idea that software should be easy to use. It was designed by actual salespeople who were frustrated with clunky systems. When you log into Pipedrive, you see a visual pipeline. It looks like a board with columns. You can see exactly where every deal stands. You drag a deal from one stage to the next. It's intuitive, it's satisfying. The visual approach here is critical. Salespeople are usually visual thinkers. They need to see their progress. Pipedrive removes the clutter. It shows you the money on the table. It doesn't force you to click through 5 different menus just to log a phone call. Everything is right there on the screen. Because it is so simple, the setup time is incredibly fast. You can sign up for Pipedrive in the morning and have your entire sales process built by the afternoon. You don't need to hire a developer. You don't need to read a 300-page manual. You don't need to call IT. You don't need to reset your computer. You can customize the stages and add your own fields in seconds. This speed means your team can stop worrying about the software and start focusing on the customer. Pipedrive also focuses heavily on activity. It encourages you to stay busy. If you have a deal that is sitting stagnant, Pipedrive alerts you. It uses visual cues to tell you that a prospect needs attention. This keeps your sales process moving forward. It ensures that no lead falls through the cracks. It actually acts like a sales manager tapping you on the shoulder, reminding you, hey, you need to follow up. Now let's look at Salesforce. Salesforce is not just a CRM, it is a platform. It is a massive ecosystem that can do almost anything you can imagine. If you want to build a completely custom application that connects your inventory system to your billing system and your customer support tickets, Salesforce can do that. It's incredibly flexible. However, that flexibility comes with a very high price. I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about complexity. Salesforce is not ready to use out of the box. When you buy Salesforce, you're buying a box of Lego bricks. You have to build the castle yourself. This usually means you have to hire a Salesforce admin or an external consultant to set it up for you. This implementation process sometimes takes months. For the average salesperson, Salesforce can be frustrating. It's known for being click heavy. To do one simple task like uploading a deal status, you might have to navigate through several screens and fill out multiple mandatory fields. It feels like data entry. It feels like compliance. Salespeople often resent using it because it takes time away from the one thing that's most important, and that's selling. There's a reason why the job title Salesforce Administrator exists. It's because the software is too hard for a normal manager to run alone. If you're a small business, you probably don't have the budget to hire a full-time person just to manage your CRM. But with Salesforce, that's often what is required to keep the system running smoothly. This brings us to the biggest conflict, which is the cost. When you compare the pricing stages, or the pricing pages rather, of Pipedrive and Salesforce, it might look similar at first glance. Salesforce has a starter edition that seems affordable. But this is where it gets tricky. Salesforce pricing is very complicated. The starter edition is extremely limited. As soon as you want real features that like workflow automation or API access or advanced reporting, you have to upgrade to the enterprise edition, and that price jump is significant. On top of that, you often have to pay extra for add-ons. If you want email integration, extra. If you want mobile app features, extra. Then you have hidden costs. You have to pay for the implementation. You have to pay for the consultant. You have to pay for the training. The total cost of ownership for Salesforce is usually 3 to 4 times higher than the license fee that you will see on the website. Pipedrive is transparent. You pay a flat fee per user. The price you see, that's the price you pay. All the core features you need to sell are included. You don't have to pay a consultant $10,000 to set it up for you. You can do this yourself. This saves you a massive amount of capital that you can then reinvest into marketing or hiring more salespeople. And then there's also the cost of adoption. If your team hates the software, guess what? They're not going to use it. If they don't use it, your data is worthless. Salesforce has a reputation for having low adoption rates in small teams because it's so difficult. Pipedrive has very high adoption rates because it's easy. If your team actually uses the CRM, your data will be accurate and your revenue forecast will be real. Now, which one do you choose? Well, look, that depends entirely on the size and complexity of your company. If you're a Fortune 500 company with 5,000 employees, you need a custom system that integrates with 20 different legacy databases. Well, then you need to get Salesforce. You have the budget and you have the IT team to support it. It's the best enterprise tool in the world. That's a fact. But if you're a small to medium business that is focused on revenue growth, then Pipedrive is the superior choice. You don't need a platform builder. You need a sales tool. You need something that helps your team close deals faster. Pipedrive gives you 80% of the power of Salesforce with none of the headache. It handles your emails, your automation, your reporting. It does everything a sales team needs without the bloat. It respects your time and it respects your budget. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you need the biggest tool out there because it's famous. You should choose the tool that fits your reality. Pipedrive is built for speed. Salesforce is built for scale. Most businesses need speed right now more than they need infinite scale. You should experience the difference in workflow for yourself. Use the link in the description. Get that extended 30-day free trial so that you can really test it out. And do not forget that we also have that free complete Pipedrive course link below if you want someone to walk you through the setup from A to Z. It is the best way to ensure you get off to a fast start. Go get the trial and start building a pipeline that actually works for you. And I will see you in the next video.